He even made it creative, man. Look at this left side. Cap Gun Tom is jizzing in his pants. What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Carlos back again with another FIFA 21 Ultimate Team back at the channel. In today's video, I'm doing some squad reviews. It's been highly requested in the channel. Lots of DMs on Instagram, on TikTok saying, hey man, you should do a whole video on YouTube just on squad reviews. So today I gather up 8 squads. There were more squads, but every episode I'm only going to do 8 because if not, there's going to be like 20 in each video and the video's going to be way too long. But pretty much I'm going to be reviewing all y'all's teams. I'm going to go on creativity, the type of players you have. I'm not even going to lie, I'm low-key just looking at creativity because if I'm going to review your teams, I'm not about to review teams that have Neymar, Mbappe, Mendy, Walker Gomez, you know the usuals. I'm not about to rate those type of teams. If you want a high score, out of all the teams I'm going to be rating out of 10. I just want some creativity, man. I don't want the normal players you see in every Foot Champs games. But if you're new around here, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and if you want more squad reviews, just DM me on Instagram at tcarlos7 with your squad. Subscribe to the YouTube, and you'll definitely be in my next video. There's nothing else to say. I'll see you on the first team. Alright, so the first team up here, we had a 4-3-3, already a Varane, man. But nonetheless, it looks like a pretty creative team other than like fucking Varane. But we got 92 inform Oblak. We have Tavernier, who's probably one of the best defensive players in this game. He is so cracked. I'm pretty sure that's mid Zanetti at center back. You know, he's off cam, but I mean Zanetti, I use him in the draft once. He's pretty good. The left back, I can't remember his name, but he is a fucking tank. Every time I come up against this guy in Foot Champs or like Div Rivals, the dude absolutely destroys me. He's so fast, strong, he has everything. Moments dos Santos in the midfield, and he has to be those SBCs I regret not doing. I remember looking at him like, he gets no links. You know, he's MLS Mexican, no links. But as a super sub, or if you surround him with icons, he's probably one of the best midfielders in the game. He is so cracked. 91, I'm pretty sure that is prime Michael Owen at center mid. I'm pretty sure he puts Owen at striker and replaces the striker who he has on his team right now and puts him at CM. Yo, I'm telling you right now, man, this future stars Curtis Jones is insane. Every time I come up against him, he is so good. He wins every tackle. If y'all did his SBC, he is so worth it. I didn't do him because I don't have like 500k just chilling to do him, but he is so cracked. Every time I play against him, he is so good. He wins every tackle and he's pretty good offensively. He hard links to Salah. I use him in the draft a couple times. I mean, he's alright. He's pretty weak, but he's really fast, has a good finesse shot on him. But this left side, you know, Neymar, probably one of the best cards in the game. He's literally cracked. You can tackle him and he still ends up with the ball. With the 87 future star, I forgot his name. I did complete his SBC, but I picked the wrong guy. I picked the other one because you were able to pick 2. I picked the wrong guy. I'm pretty sure if I picked this one he has on his team right now, I would have not put him into an SBC because since I picked the wrong one, he doesn't fit my team, so I just put him into an SBC. But nonetheless, he does have Varane, and I'm not a fan of Varane. Yeah, he's like the best center back in the game. I'm going to minus 1 point off of that. No creativity. Other than that, dude, like Moments dos Santos is creative. Now Michael Owen's pretty creative, and that 89 what if, I forgot his name. That is a beast card. But overall, out of 10, this is nice 8 out of 10 team, man. This team will definitely win you games at Foot Champs. With this team, you should be finishing at least gold 3, which is 14 wins. You got some quality ass players in this team, man. Neymar, Owen, Varane in that defense. No one should be getting passes. Overall, I mean, this is a nice team, man. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a nice 8 out of 10. Alright guys, swapping into team 2. Oh my god, this team's cracked. Shout out to the homie Daniel. He's the dude I play pro clubs with. So pretty much what Daniel did to obtain these godlike players, I think towards the beginning of Foot Freeze, he started saving up his packs for team of the year. He had around like, in total, I say he had around 600 packs, and he opened all those packs, and let me tell y'all, he packed Neuer, Davies, Kimmich, De Bruyne, and team of the year Mbappe in those 600 packs. Not to count all like the walkouts to informs, he did end up packing 2 icons. That 91 Coleman he packed untradeable, and he also packed the 90 Inzaghi, which is insane. So pretty much he got all these cards from saving up packs for being patient. He missed out on Foot Freeze, Flashback Robin, those type of players just to save up packs to get these players. I mean, just look at this team, man. This team is absolutely cracked. Team of the year Neuer, he always tells me that he's trash, so but it's team of the year Neuer, man. He has Moments, Boateng, Coleman, Walker, team of the year Davies, team of the year Kimmich, that's Baby Xavi, I'm sorry. Team of the year De Bruyne, Messi, Neymar, and he packed team of the year Mbappe in a French upgrade pack. I mean, there's nothing really else you can say other than this team will touch you in Foot Champs. He even made it creative, man. Look at this left side. Cap Gun Tom is jizzing in his pants. But nonetheless, like, this team is cracked. This team will win you games of foot champs. I think he told me he went from being gold 3 with a decent team. He upgraded to this, and now he's about a gold 1 player. This team is cracked. Honestly, I'm pretty sure low-key the worst player on this team has to be Messi, because Messi is not good this year. He's really slow. He's weak. I like how he still uses that 91 prime Coleman, even though he's not the fastest. I think he has like 75 pace. He still wins those tackles. Literally, this team is cracked, and the crazy thing is, other than saving those packs, Daniel has not invested any money into this game. This is literally a road to glory where he just grinds out objectives, SBC. So I'm really surprised that he has this team. His luck was insane during Team of the Year. But if I'm gonna have to rate this team out of 10, I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. I would give him a 10. I say if he had like maybe a Salah on the right side, who is way better than Messi, because Messi's chilling on 7 chem. Messi's already horrible with 10 chem, so imagine him with 7. So I say if you get a better right wing, maybe an icon like a Garrincha or a Mohamed Salah, this team will definitely be a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, hopping into the third squad of today's video. No way he's rocking a 5 at the back, man. I'm already subtracting points. Overall, this team looks pretty decent. We have flashback Joe Hart, normal 83 Gomez, Fofana, Reguilon, Doherty, Henry, Inform Rashford, that Curtis Jones, who I said was cracked. Team of the Year, Kim is chilling on 5 chem. I don't know about that. What if Jadon Sancho and end of an era Wayne Rooney? Overall, this team looks pretty nice. Everyone's on good chem, except like Reguilon and Kimmich, who are on 6 and 5. But overall, this team is pretty creative. This team is pretty creative because, you know, I don't load up every foot champs game and see Doherty's, Reguilon, Fofana, Henry. So overall, I mean, this team is pretty creative. I've never seen anyone play this Joe Hart. So I've been getting a lot of people telling me, yo, this Joe Hart is trash. I never seen him in foot champs, so maybe he is trash. But this end of an era Rooney gives me nightmares in foot champs. He's probably one of the best cards I played against. He's so cracked. Every time he plays against me, he scores at least like a hat trick every game. It's crazy. But 5 at the back, I mean, for this team, I guess you can use it because he has 5 defenders, obviously. But I'm not a fan of people who use 5 at the back. I feel like if you use 5 at the back, you're using that extra defender because you don't know how to defend, in my opinion. But I mean, this team is pretty good. I'm pretty sure he did pack this Team of the Year Kimmich in a 2-player pack. So he wants to use him in his team. And he is on 5 chem. But I bet Kimmich on 5 chem is still a god. But on this team, yeah, future stars Curtis Jones, Inform Rashford. You know, that Henry, the objective left back. It's a pretty nice team. I'm really liking this team. If only he can find a way to get Kimmich on at least 7 chem, I feel like this team would be way better. It's a pretty creative team. Overall, if I'm gonna rate this team out of 10, I'm gonna give this a nice 7.5 out of 10, man. It's a pretty decent team, but you know, Kimmich on 5 chem is not the best. I mean, Sancho on 7 chem is good, but I mean, the 5 at the back kind of kills it for me, even though everyone's on pretty decent chem. The 5 at the back and Kimmich being on 5 chem kind of ruins the vibe. So out of 10, I'm giving this a nice 7.5. Alright guys, fourth squad of today's squad review. Shout out to the homie Saucy, bro. Saucy, you're an OG. It's that defense, man. It's that defense. I'm pretty sure he told me that he did pack this foot birthday Mendy in a player pick. That defense is pretty unoriginal, I'm not gonna lie. Other than Wan-Bissaka, if there was a Walker there, this defense would be unstoppable, but at the same time it's not creative. But at least he's not using Pope, he's using Ederson. That Kimmich on 4 chem is not the best. He told me he subs someone else off for Kimmich, but at the same time, Kimmich being on 4 chem gives those awful red links to other players. So that means, like, look, that Gomez, that Varane's on 8 chem, that KDB and Grealish is on 8 and 7 chem. So I think it would be better if he maybe gets like an N'Golo. And N'Golo Kante will fit into that so perfectly because he links all the EPL players and that Varane. I mean, in this stage of FIFA, other than like Mendy and maybe De Bruyne or Grealish and Varane, this team is not the best low-key, because if you're using Aubameyang, Sterling, and Bale, overall those 2 players are low-key kind of bad. Sterling is weak, he's fast but he's weak. Aubameyang's finishing is horrible. Bale is clunky, he has horrible balance. No more De Bruyne is not the best. Maybe get his team at a group stage, that'll be a little better. And Wan-Bissaka is he's just not meta. So if you come up against this team in foot champs, you're probably gonna get wrecked using this team. But I mean, creativity points for using that Team of the Year nomination Grealish. I like that. You know, props to Paquet Mendy. I mean, this team is not bad. But I mean, if you can maybe finish like goal 3 with his team, that would be good. Overall, I mean, this team, like I said, it's not bad, but that Kimmich just kind of, you know, fucks everything up because he gives those red links to everyone. But I mean, I know he sells out someone else, but maybe try to invest in a Kante. I feel like a Kante would be perfect. Overall, I mean, it's not a bad team. If I'm gonna have to rate this team out of 10, creative points for using that Grealish, because I never see that Grealish. Ederson and Wan-Bissaka is not bad, but I mean, they're not meta. Out of 10, I'm gonna give this a nice 7 out of 10. Alright guys, hopping into the next squad. Shout out to the homie Edwin. This is his team. The funny thing is that this dude doesn't even play Ultimate Team like that. He just opened a pack and packed mid Vieira, which he sold for like 2 million coins. So that's how he has the coins to obtain his beast team. It's a pretty straightforward team. He packed that 90 Mbappe untradeable, but created points for using that Awar. I did do that Awar SBC and he's absolutely cracked. The defense is kind of creative. We have Baby, Roberto Carlos, Varane, Van Dijk, Bellerin, Baby Ochoa, and I think that's Prime Hernandez. I mean, this team is pretty crack low-key. Edwin is a really good player, so I bet if he plays FUT Champs, he can at least finish goal 2, which is I think like 17 wins, so he could easily get that. Overall, this team is pretty creative. Maybe that Mbappe is, I mean, I would even consider Mbappe not being creative because this is Mbappe. He fits anywhere on anyone's team, but he's using icons that not a lot of people use. Baby Roberto Carlos is creative. I like Okocha. He's not the best, but 5-star, 4-star. Bellerin objective. I never see him anymore, and that's pretty creative in my opinion. That Sadio Mane is on ACAM. Mane is probably one of the best base cards. He is so good. Even on ACAM, he's going to be scoring hella goals. Varane and Van Dijk, you can't go bad with that center back partnership. Conte just roaming in the midfield. Overall, I'm really liking this team. This is a very creative team. I'm fucking with this. If I'm gonna rate this out of 10 in this stage of FIFA, I'm giving this a nice solid 9 out of 10, man. This team will win you games. It has meta players, but at the same time, it's not like Gomez and Varane. You know, he only has one meta player who I don't like, which is Varane. I will give this a 10, but that Varane kind of turns it off. So I'm giving this a nice 9 out of 10. Alright, hopping into the next squad. Shout out to the homie Josh. I mean, this team is kind of all over the place. He did tell me that he subs off some players because they're just off cam. But start off, we got Pope, Cody, Henry, I don't even know that center back's name, Flashback El Shaarawy, Baby Hernandez, Moments Busquets, Prime Endevenera, Wayne Rooney, Headliner, Benzema, and Joao Felix, and we have Trippier chilling at right mid. Overall, when you see this team, it looks colorful, but then when you start going in depth, you see like Cody, who I think he tells me he subs off. I don't even know who he subs off for, and he subs off Cody and Trippier in the beginning of the game, and I don't know who he puts in, but it's a fire team. But then you have two outliers in Trippier and Cody. I'm pretty sure he uses Trippier to get Joao Felix on cam, and he uses Cody just to get those English links. I mean, this team is pretty good. It's pretty creative. You know, you don't really see a lot of El Shaarawy's. You know, no one uses this Headliner Benzema, but I bet he's a freaking go. And no one uses Moments Busquets. Like, this is a pretty creative team, you know. We have Henry at left back, who is playing center back. You know, he's off cam. Baby Hernandez, which is not bad. And Vanera Rooney, which is pretty good at. That card is just absolutely goated. I mean, it's a pretty creative team other than, you know, Cody and Trippier. It's a pretty decent team. I mean, this team will win you some games. That front two is insane with Joao Felix and Benzema. If I'm gonna rate this out of 10, you know, Cody and Trippier kind of turn it off. I'm gonna give this a nice 6.5 out of 10. It's a pretty decent team, but I feel like you gotta upgrade Trippier and Cody or save up some coins to find a way to not have them in your starting team, because if I see this team in FUT Champs, I know I'm about to abuse that right side. But overall, it's not a bad team, but try to upgrade Cody and Trippier. So I'm gonna give this a nice 6.5 out of 10. So starting off the bat, this is probably one of the most like unoriginal teams. This is someone I feel like who plays casual, you know, just wants to build a team to win games, because this is probably a team I was seeing like the first month of FIFA, even though we're literally in March. So we got Lloris, Varane, Gomez, Walker, Mendy, Dembele, Vardy, Conte, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, and Rashford on 7 cam playing striker. So right off the bat, creative points down the drain using that meta defense. Creative points for that Vardy because, you know, it uses that Vardy. Weird pick of using Bernardo Silva on the right. I'm not sure if he's that good because I've never used him, but I'm pretty sure his finesse shots and his dribbling is insane. We got Bruno Fernandes, Conte, and Rashford. You know, you can never go wrong with those guys. But I mean, it's a pretty boring team, I'm not gonna lie. If this was the first month of FIFA, this is everyone's team. Everyone was using Varane, Gomez, Walker. Everyone was using Rashford, Dembele, and Conte, you know. So at this stage of FIFA, this is not creative. If I'm gonna rate this out of 10, I'm giving this a nice 6 out of 10. If this wasn't based on creativity, this is definitely like an 8. But you know, that defense kind of messes everything up. You know, no creativity whatsoever. You're lucky you had this Vardy, because if not, I would have gave this a 5 out of 10 in this stage of FIFA. But overall, it's a nice team, just not creative. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Alright guys, hopping into the last squad on today's review. whoa, this team is all over the place too. To start off the bat, this defense is looking weak, except that Roberto Carlos, obviously, Pope is kind of overpowered. The defense from center back to right back is awful, but then you look at the other players and this team is cracked. So we have mid Roberto Carlos icon who hard links to Marquinhos, who strong links, oh my god, Kakun Tom. He hard links to Neymar, which is that left side. That left side is unstoppable. He has mid Gerrard, who hard links to Mount, and then he has Giroud, Moment, Europa League to the final, road to Europa League final, whatever it's called, Lucas on the right side. I'm really fucking with this team, man. This team is pretty creative. You know, that left side is unstoppable. But if you're using Zuma and Victor Lindelof in March of FIFA 21, where like all these god cards are coming out, you're gonna get clapped in foot champs. This was probably like one of the best teams on this review, you know, creative wise. You know, Giroud is pretty cracked, not Mount. No one, I've never come against this Mason Mount, and he's only just going to keep getting upgraded because Chelsea are doing good in the Champions League. I have never also seen this Lucas. No one did this Lucas SBC, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know anyone who did it other than this guy. So shout out to you, bro. Creative 100. I feel like the worst players on this team other than like Zuma and Lindelof, maybe that Gerrard, because I feel like that Gerrard is slow. He's not that good. I remember using him in a draft once. He was just awful for me. Overall, if I'm gonna have to rate this out of 10, this is a nice 8.5 out of 10. I'm fucking with this. It would have been a 9, but you know, Zuma and Lindelof kind of turned me off. But other than that, it's a nice creative team. That left side is absolutely cracked. So overall, out of 10, I'm giving this a nice 8.5 out of 10. What do you guys have in, man? 8 teams I reviewed overall. I mean, the teams there were kind of creative. Some were creative, some weren't. But overall, the teams that were sent in, I mean, they weren't bad teams. Like I said, if you want your team in the next video, all you gotta do is DM me on Instagram at tcarlos7. Follow me and subscribe to the YouTube, and then just DM me a picture of your team, and I'll try to put you in my next video. But nonetheless, if y'all enjoyed that video, you know, some different type of videos, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, comment more things I wanted to see on the channel other than like these type of videos. You know, I look at all my comments, so don't be scared to leave a comment. Other than that, guys, if you want your team on the next video, like I said, just DM me on Instagram, sub to the YouTube, send a picture of your team, and I'll try my best to put you in the next video. But if there's nothing else to say, I'll see you on the next video.